My name is Alla Grigorian, and I'm an assistant professor in the Division of Gastroenterology and Hepatology at University of Kentucky. But I'm also a medical director of liver transplant program at UK. In the transplant side of my job, I see a lot of patients with end-stage liver disease. Those are patients who have advanced cirrhosis. They deal with a lot of with myriad medical problems because of the how decompensated their disease becomes. So we see patients with ascites and encephalopathy, and patients with GI bleed. We see patients with liver cancer. We also see patients with fulminant liver failure, patients who all of a sudden develop this severe acute hepatitis when people are ringing all the bells and trying to find help quickly. And that's where we come in very helpful, because we are willing to see patients immediately pretty much. You give us a call and we arrange for patient to come to us within a few days. So on the other side of my job, where I see patients in my hepatology clinic, those are more compensated patients, patients with stable liver diseases. And here I try to specialize a little bit, and my area of interest, my clinical research interest, lie in the area of non-alcoholic steatohepatitis, and I have specially developed clinic for this, where we see patients. We also have a lot of clinical trials, industry-sponsored clinical trials for patients with NASH. I am a gastroenterologist by training, and I still continue practicing gastroenterology, but liver disease has been very fascinating and very personal for me. It was personal because it affected multiple family members in several generations, but also it's a specialty that sits on the intersection of medicine and surgery. The transplant side of it is where you really have an ability to save patients on the brink of expiring pretty much. There is no other place in the field of gastroenterology that you come so close to saving patients' lives. You won't believe how much energy we get from seeing patients being extremely sick one day and thinking, well, if this transplant doesn't come within next few days, we don't have much more time to go, to seeing patients sitting in their bed, eating breakfast a few days later and looking great, and all the jaundice is gone, and they just facing the new reality with a bit of anxiety, and they're still in pain, and they're still, suffering quite a bit from the aftermath of the surgery, but all of a sudden a new life opened in front of them. It's like witnessing a second birth of a person. You know how exciting it is to see a newborn child and think what a gift of life was given. Well, this is a gift of life given second time to certain individuals, and it's an amazing feeling that gets on every person involved in that process when we see it.